This is an IKEA chest that we use as our entertainment center. It hides all the receivers and subwoofers inside of it, but the problem is when you want to use the remote with any of the devices inside of it, the front screen blocks them. So we needed a way to open the front so that you could then control them with the remote. So I automated this to open on a voice command. Alexa, open the stereo. So now you can run the receiver and get to the subwoofer with the remote. So to do this, I had to put hinges on the front of this cabinet, and I also had to cut the face of this cabinet out, which wasn't very tricky. You just follow the outline for the edge of the cabinet with a saw, and you could then cut the entire face of the cabinet out of it into just this one lattice piece. And then I used hinges on the front to attach it to make it pivot. Next up, you need this linear actuator that as a current runs to it, it extends and contracts. You then need to do the geometry as to when it's fully retracted, when will the door be fully retracted, and when it's fully extended, how far does it extend. So to do that, you need to try and figure out where to attach it on the lattice and then where to attach it on the inside. So you can kind of play with it a little bit. It's easier to start with when it's fully flat, when it's fully retracted, and then adjust the inside placement to get all the angles right. So it takes a little bit of just moving it in and out and trying different angles. And then I just attach the linear actuator with a screw right to the base of the lattice here in this position to make it work. I also left it a little loose so that it has a little bit of pivot and a little bit of way to release any tension that it's under. For the inside, to control it and to mount it, this top also comes off. And I just attached a piece of plywood to the side of the container to reinforce it because it's under a bit of tension, and just use some screws through the side. And then I used a longer bolt with some nuts at the end to put it in the exact position that I wanted it to be in, and then just locked it with those nuts at the end there. This is then wired into a smart switch, so you can find these 1 and 2 channel smart switches that you can then just power with a DC power supply that just wires into them. You can look up the wiring diagrams online as to how do these wire. And then this smart switch comes with an app, and you just pair this app, and then you can make a custom command in Alexa that will then control this smart switch from the app. So it's an easy way to control something, especially with this linear actuator. You could obviously use it to control all sorts of cabinets that could open and close whenever you needed them to. So thought I'd show you the idea.